Check out that lineup, ladies and gentlemen. 3 cars at 21 years old. And I turn 22 next week, so I can only say that for another week. But anyways, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I told you guys that I was gonna change up the interiors and swap the interior from that car to that car and that car to that car. And well, I kind of changed my mind. Now we got a lot of stuff to do today, and one of the things is we are parting out the S4 like I have announced, and we are taking the front lip and the supercharger off today because someone in Seattle has bought in those things, and that's why the S4 is parked here, because she's gonna be staying here for a while. Hence why Caden is showing up, because he is helping me out, and I'm gonna try and rope him into helping me out with my other idea that I haven't told you yet, but I'm gonna tell you right now. So instead of us swapping over interiors from this car to this car and that car to that car, I have made the executive decision.
It's going crazy.
To keep that car. And let me explain why. Ever since I finished the build on the gray M4, yes, I know I haven't tuned it yet, but as far as cosmetic wise, this car is basically finished. And ever since I finished it, it was cool, and now I'm like, and I think the reason is because the M4 isn't the same color as the Audi, and it's not even a different color in general. And I am a big person on colored cars, and I know I could wrap it, but wrap is not the same as paint. Hence why I'm keeping that one, because that one is so standout. Like, the yellow looks insane, and it's actually paint, not a wrap.
I mean, I don't even know. I'm just speculating here. But have you gotten more compliments sitting in this car versus that car already?
Oh yeah. Aside from the color being really out there compared to that car, another really big factor is the fact that this car was significantly cheaper because it was rebuilt. And since it was a rebuilt title car, I had to buy it in cash. Therefore, I don't have a loan on this car. So that means that I can actually sell this car, pay off the rest of my loan, because as you guys know, I did loan out this car, and sell that car, and then we can actually possibly buy another car in cash and have 2 cars without any loans, while this car is worth like 50 grand, and once we pay it off and put a lot more miles on it, it's going to depreciate so much faster than this, because this one has 60,000 miles, and I got it for a really good deal that we're not going to talk about. So with that being said, I have a list of all the things we got to take off this car and put on that car, or we have some stock parts that I got to put on this car too. We have the JRZ coilovers that we're swapping over, the top mount intercooler from CSF and the heat exchanger, the charge pipes, the tail lights, the side skirts, the front lip, the canards, the exhaust, and the TE37s. So we're not going to do all of that today. This is definitely going to be a 2-part, 3-part YouTube video. But by the end of this car is going to be insane. And I'm so excited to do this all over again. All right, so after a little bit of time, how much time did that take? How long was that? Like an hour and a half?
Not even.
See? I told you, we are mechanics. Anyways, we got the whole front bumper off, and we took the front lip off because Brett is buying that. And we also took the supercharger off. I already locked the car, so I don't know if you can see it in there, but it's gone. So everything's in my room. Now, next plan of action is to work on the M4s. And let's go tell Yuri, because he's the one that's gonna be helping me today. And I told him I changed my mind. So Yuri, you know how I said we're not swapping interiors?
Yeah.
We're not swapping interiors anymore.
Why not?
Look at this list. I'm keeping the yellow one, and I'm selling the gray.
Why?
Because the yellow one just makes more sense financially. Like, I could get this car and the next and another car and still have no payments.
I mean,
that makes sense.
It makes sense for sure.
And this car is a way better standout car. It's gonna be way cooler for videos, way cooler for content. While this car like blends in with the road super easy and like is a stealth build, which I'd love to do a stealth build, but I don't think this is the car to do it. I think we gotta save that for like the Huracan in 10 years. So
definitely a project. Am I getting paid?
So out of that list, what would you like to do today? I was thinking all the ground effects.
So front lip, side slip,
Side skirts.
exhaust, carbon canard. Yeah, pretty much most of it except for the avoid the engine bay. Pretty much. I think we'll do the side skirts, front lip, and then probably the tail lights.
All right,
Sounds
cool.
like a plan.
Well, since we're changing the cars up today, we gotta race them once. So on the freeway, Yuri's gonna be driving. You want the yellow or the gray?
That's a
I'll let you
that's a
win. I'll
dumb
take the
question.
gray.
You'll take the gray?
I'll take the gray. It's up to you though. I don't.
All right,
I'm scared. If it's too low for me, you know.
No, you should be okay, I think.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
All right, all right.
Don't look at my lip.
I mean, we're selling this one, so if you bought him out, shh. All right, well, there you have it. I short shifted because I got scared. This car definitely would have beaten by a couple more cars if I didn't short shift. But yeah, this thing rips. She's a ripper. All right, so after that race, I realized that us dropping this car completely messed up the alignment. And we already know the alignment on that car is messed up because the fitment on the rear is terrible. But good news is, since we're swapping suspension, we have to get both aligned, especially before I sell that one and before we start driving this one. So they're both gonna get alignment soon.
Sounds pretty good.
It actually doesn't sound bad for like
Being from
kind of
factory.
a restrictive exhaust. I really think this thing is catless. So let's go ahead and let's get to work, baby. Oh yeah, and then I'm not selling this gray one like with it having rinky-dink parts on it. So we are going to cut off these with an angle grinder, and then I have new tips at my house that we're gonna put on instead. All right, let me check and see if these are cats or not. Oh, yeah, those are the stock cats.
Okay.
Okay, so these don't look too terribly hard to get to.
We had a bunch of extensions, so we'll be fine.
Yeah. This was the side that had the accident, and it looks like all the heat shielding looks completely fine.
Okay.
That's really good. So I've been having a fun time taking off this wing. Yuri is already way ahead of me. He's got those rusty bolts off, right? Or no?
Yeah. Pretty
you
much. All the ones that should be rusted are gone.
So now we just gotta get to the rear and drop that, and then this exhaust is off except for the cats. And then that's the next step, right?
Hopefully. Yeah, we'll see.
All right, well, what do you need me to do?
Stand there, look pretty.
Hey. All right, so I gave up on the wing because we ran out of some dental floss to do that. So I graduated over to actually doing canards instead. So we got one of them off. And then right before I was able to do the other side, Yuri said he's ready to drop this exhaust system. So we're gonna get underneath and we're gonna try and roll this thing out somehow.
Okay.
Well, I feel it coming now.
That's what she said.
So we got the exhaust out. So now she's straight pipe from the cat. There's the exhaust that's gonna go in that baby. Okay. All right. I almost got crushed. Oh my God! Why was this so hard for you, Yuri? Like literally so easy. It's not like you loosened the last three.
Most of the work in that.
That's censored content right there.
Oh, that one's bigger too.
Hey, it's fine. The YouTuber needs to take the credit for working on his car.
YouTube certified.
YouTube certified, baby.
All right, so it is day 2 of working on making this car look like that car and that car look like this car. We got new tires on the M4 today too, so that's exciting because those tires are gonna be going in that one. And we gotta take out the rear O2 sensors, and I already sliced up my finger pretty good. But I'm gonna do the O2 sensors. Yuri's gonna angle grind the rest of this exhaust. That way we can put on those new tips right there on this. Hopefully it all works out.
That's the plan.
We might have to angle grind those, that way they don't stick out crazy far, but
Yeah.
let's get it. All right, so we got the O2 sensors off, and then got everything out. We're gonna put all these bolts in a bowl so we don't mix them up. And we're gonna roll this thing out with no cats and nothing. It's literally turbo. Let's turn her on, and then we're just gonna turn her on, throw it in neutral, and turn it off, so. All right, let's do this thing. Quick second, ready?
Yeah.
Give me a second.
What a tease.
What a tease. No. Okay. I'm good. You good?
Yep.
Look at that beautiful Sencal Motorsports single mid pipe. Use code Jake Schnatter for 5 or 10% off your next purchase. So Yuri is now putting on the stock cats because I didn't take those off, so I don't know how they were assembled. And I think it'd be quicker if he did it and I didn't try to figure it out because I have an hour until I have to be at work. All right, tell me when you're ready for me to lift. I'm ready. We gotta get it straight before we bolt it in.
All right, she's officially holding.
All right, let's get a cold start. We are so late right now. Oh my God. Well, it is now day 3 of trying to swap over the exhaust on the M4s, but I had to take a break and take pictures of the S4 because we are listing her tomorrow. And I also want to give Yuri a clean car because this is going to be his payment. Now, the reason I'm giving Yuri the S4 as payment for helping me swap over the exhausts is because Yuri needs a car to drive around since he is doing the clutch on his M235i, and this is the perfect car to give him because she is good old reliable. I hate to see her go though. Well, I didn't film me getting here, but we've already been going to work. We got the exhaust on already. It was way quicker because of catless downpipes instead of cats. I took off the wing. Now she's looking all stock. But I tried getting these tail lights off and they are all like soldered and like hardwired to the car, while this one is still like stock everything. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get new tail lights for this car and just leave those ones on the car. What do you guys think though? Should I get the GTS ones or should I get the LCI ones that Addison has? I think the LCI ones would look dope, and it would actually, like the LCI ones, I think it kind of makes the car look a little wider. I don't know.
I think so.
I think it kind of does. But let's get a start up on this exhaust once Yuri's done. Hurry up! It's like the gray one, but it's yellow. Yeah, there we go.
That sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Really good.
The next plan is we're gonna take off the front lip and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bolt that onto the yellow car, and maybe that might help its lack in suspension drop. Stop moving it.
Okay, whatever. That's so dumb.
I've been his mechanic the last 2 weekends.
One weekend.
Is it just one?
Yeah,
It's been a long weekend.
It feels like a lot. It's been a long week. That's what happens when you have 2 adults with conflicting schedules.
We're adults.
Sure.
Barely.
After 5 minutes, it started to become a hurricane outside, but I finally got the bumper back on. The M4 is looking stock, but this M4 is gonna be looking sick. The boys are hard at work. How many bolts have you put in since last time we started filming?
1.
Really hard at work. And just like that, the check engine light turned on for no cats. But this car sounds insane. I'm gonna give you a little sound clip entering the freeway. The mix of like intake noise, turbo, and the exhaust. Oh. Like listen to this, listen. Woohoo! That wasn't even much, but you could hear it a little bit. You wanna know what else this car does now that the new exhaust is on? That's right. She farts, baby. Woo! All right, let's give you a sneak peek. Baby. That looks sick. This car gets me excited. Oh my gosh. But there you have it. There is the start to the transformation of this car from this car. Next plan is crank hub, and then we're gonna do some more cosmetic stuff. This is a process, but it's gonna be a fun one. But I hope you guys understand my decision. I hope it makes a little bit of sense as to why I'm doing this. But once we get this car all the way onto this car and get this car back to stock and sell the S4 and this car, we're gonna have a lot of money to play with. So I'm really excited for that. But anyways, guys, if you enjoy the video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. And I'll see you guys next time. Drive safe. So instead of us switching over interiors, wait, actually, come on, grab that. So instead of us switching over interiors, actually, I probably cut off.